Welcome, everyone. This is Lynn Schusler Williams, and we just got done with our Incredible Success Partners International Wednesday training Zoom and realized we didn't get it recorded. So we are going to do a quick 15-minute or so recap so that we can capture it for the recording for folks who weren't on with us live. It's my great pleasure to go out to the leader of all success partners, a Millionaire Club member, $150,000 ring earner, our mentor and friend, Mr. John Drennan.
Well, thanks so much. Thanks so much, Lynn. That's two introductions tonight. We're going to go ahead and record, as Lynn said. So I will do a condensed version here, but this information is so valuable. Let me start with the fact that, you know, we just came out of Salt Lake City, and I've got here all the different flyers that we have from the event that was so incredible. And before I get into this, you know, our Wednesday Zoom, we always want to talk to the brand new person. Well, tonight, my message to the brand new person is, as we go through this, really pay attention to how you can earn $800 of bonus money in your first 45 days through our Future Leaders of Legal Shield program. And so, again, just kind of tune into that. And for everyone else, take a look at what's on the screen here, and hopefully you've all seen this flyer called the October Incentive Overview. And if you look at it, you know, it's got the four quadrants of our compensation there in the four boxes. Every associate makes a difference. That's the MAD, the MAD, and then you can see down below that the MAD streak. And when you actually pull this document up, whether you get it off the newsletter or LS Engage or from the message that was sent to you through LS Engage, when you click on the MAD streak, it will open up a separate document. In fact, I've got that right here called MAD streak. And then the next one is the Performance Club. And again, you can click on that when you open up your document and so on. But what I want to focus on is really the Fast Start and the Future Leaders. And that falls under the box up at the top called New Associates, because you can only be new one time. And right now, when you're new, it's like nothing I've ever seen before, because a brand new person can earn the $800 of bonus. So let's talk about that, starting with the, let me advance it here to the Fired Up for Fast Start. Now, this is that document that when you pull it up, either click on the previous document for the Fast Start, or I know Legal Shield sent out via LS Engage a link for each one of these different handouts. But this is the Fired Up for Fast Start. So again, if you're brand new, you start here. And if you look at this, it shows day one, you're a new associate. And then the arrow goes to the right where it says day 20, you're a senior associate. So if you do this in 20 days, you're looking at a hefty bonus. So do what? Well, look inside the circle. It says $90 premium plus one associate. Now, prior to October, it was $60 premium. Now it's $90. And by the way, the average person who does achieve this historically does $87 in premium. So now it's $90 or $180 in personal premium. For some people, that's going to be even easier than the $90 plus one. But however you do it, you're going to get $300 bonus. Now, you get $100 up front, you get another $200 by attending the Fast Start training. So if you read down inside the slide, it says attend Fast Start training within 45 days. Now, what if you live somewhere like Lynn? I know you have a new associate. He's about 140 miles from the nearest Fast Start. So here's a rule on that. If you are more than 50 miles from the nearest Fast Start in your 45 days, you can actually submit and take the Fast Start training online, so it doesn't jeopardize your bonus. So bottom line, get started, get this 90 in one or 180 premium in your first 20 days, do the Fast Start training, and you've got $300. Now, I want everyone to just picture someone walking in right now to your house and handing you three $100 bills. And what would you do with those? Because that's what we're talking about here. That's step one. Now, step two is Future Leaders of Legal Shield. This is now advancing to manager inside your first 45 days. Now, keep in mind, you might miss the senior associate in 20 days, but you can still do the manager in 45 days and get a $500 bonus. And you will then be labeled as a future leader of Legal Shield. And our president, Don Thompson, will send you a leadership book from John Maxwell. And that's never been done before. So this is really incredible. If you look inside the circle, it says 400 organizational premium plus 3 associates. Now, think back to advancing to senior associate. If you had the 90 premium and 1 associate, that means to do this, you only need 310 more premium and 2 associates. Or let's say you did the 180 premium to make your first advance. That would mean you only need 210 more personal premium. So you can advance to manager either way. Do it in 45 days. And again, if you've attended the training I talked about, that's another $500 bonus. Now, I want everyone to think about this. If you're new, you're looking at $800. If you're not new, you're looking at $800 for anyone you recruit. But now it gets better, because notice on the flyer it says matching bonus. So for both of these bonuses, the 300 and the 500, they match to the sponsor. So every single person who watches this training knows you recruit somebody. They do these advances in their 45 days and attend the training. That's $800 to them, $800 to you. I want to give some perspective to that. I worked the other day with a brand new associate yesterday, and he's looking at the $800, but his son is probably coming in the business this week. That means his son could pretty much run parallel with his dad. They could both earn the $800 for advancing to manager, but his dad earns a second $800 as his son's sponsor. Now, let's say his dad decides, you know what, I want to just pay for my Christmas here in October, and he goes and recruits 3 more people that does this. That's 800 again, 3 more times. So that's 2,400 for those 3, 800 for his son, 800 for him. That's $4,000 that can be earned by this one associate in the first, well, for him, 45 plus days, depending on how long it would take each of his associates to do this. But literally in about 2 months, that's $4,000. And this is not extreme. Now, yeah, it takes effort to recruit 4 people in a month. And again, not everybody that you recruit is going to pursue this or want to do it, or even if they do, doesn't mean they're going to, but it's very realistic that someone can do this. And we're just not limited. So, there's $800 just sitting out there. That's the point. I think everyone understands that. So put that into practice now in your communication with people, not just with prospects, but with maybe inactive associates or new associates, and talk about this. Because if you weren't in Salt Lake City, if you're not in these trainings, you probably don't understand everything I'm going through here. Okay, the next thing is, what can you do to help make this happen? And for those who plug into our morning stretch call and our team calls, we've been talking about 10 daily connects. We created this in 2014. As Timur Halligan likes to say, it worked so well, we quit doing it. And I agree. But it's back. And it's back for this 90-day run that so many of us are on, where we want to take it to another level. Now, the beauty of this document, just take a look at it. And the beauty of it is the simplicity. Anybody, a 6-year-old could look at this and pretty much understand. And bear with me, because I'm wanting to pull up. So I have the original color version, and then I made many copies of that. So here's that same one copied in black and white. So I've got 1 per day. Okay, so how's this work? Well, this is simply connecting with 10 different people every day. Well, what's that mean, connecting? Well, maybe you meet someone when you're out, or run into someone, or see someone at work, or see your UPS driver, or you call someone, or you text someone, or you email someone, or you Facebook message someone. It doesn't really matter. It's a connect. Some people, I like texting. Some people are going to connect best with Facebook Messenger. So what the idea is here is you're going to connect with prospects, and you're either going to call them, email them, text them, etc., and just make notes on it. So the way you would use this form for tomorrow, October 10th, is dated at the top, and then just make that commitment to connect to 10 people, which, by the way, using text messages on average, even keeping notes, and even if you talk to a couple people, you can do this in about 20 minutes. So then at the bottom there, you can put down notes. What do I mean by notes? Well, maybe you want to put reminders to promote that I will be in Chicago this weekend, or that Shawn Michael will be in Indianapolis this weekend, or depending on the market you're in, that you got a certain event, a certain speaker, an LOJ, some reminders and extra notes down there. So I think it's real obvious how to use this, but let's go into a little more detail. And here's the second page. Now, before I go through this page, let me tell you where to find these two pages. You go to our team calendar, which is successpartnerscalendar.com, successpartnerscalendar.com. And if you go to actually today's date, October 9th, on that date, you'll see where it's got 10 daily connects. When you click on that, it opens up a box. And then in that box, you probably have to click more detail to pull up the two different PDFs. Once you do that, these two PDFs come up. You can click either one, open it up and print it. And then as I did, again, I printed one and then used my copier to make, I got enough pages here for the month. And then you can see on this one, I filled in. I just fill in the names, and like here's 10 people. Every one of them I text, except one I did a Zoom. And out of that, one guy texted me back. We've gone back and forth. He's looking at coming to the briefing next week. Another one I did a Zoom game plan. That's a new person, so I included that because he's new. Another person got back to me, and he's going to come to the briefing next week. The other 7 I haven't heard back from yet, but that's okay. And by the way, on this, this doesn't mean 10 brand new people every day. It could be like, I've got another sheet here where 2 of the people want me to call them Friday. So on the 2 that I'm calling Friday, I'll put those 2 on my Friday because I've connected with them. But what you want to make sure is it's not the same 10 every day. You don't want to be a stalker here. You want to be adding new people every day. So on any given day, you might reach out to 6 people you've already reached out to in some fashion, and 4 people are brand new. So let's go through the guidelines here. It starts with connect with any prospect that's not yet a member or an associate. So that might be an existing member who's not an associate. And that's true for the gentleman that I text back and forth. He's a member, but now he's looking at being an associate. Secondly, it says use the 10 Daily Connects tracking sheet to record all your communication, including phone books or phone calls, etc. It's so great to do this when you've got it dated and these notes. Think about a month from now if you want to go back and track your records and so on. But even think of a week from now, being able to look back and see what you've got. These are seeds planted and crops being nurtured. Okay, number 3 there says 10 connects should take on average 30 minutes. Now, it really doesn't take that long, but that's if you're talking to some people and taking notes. And some people I'll maybe call them and then text them afterwards, or email them and text them, or call them and do a follow-up prospect message. So it should not take you 30 minutes. So, and some people say, John, 10 connects. Hey, I'm not full-time here. Yeah, this is not full-time. This is 15, 20 minutes a day to reach out to 10 people and record it this way. Next, it says, if you're on vacation, maybe you're watching this somewhere from vacation, enjoy your vacation, but just meet people when it makes sense and connect with people as you're able to. This is easy to do when you're traveling. It's one of the things I love about it. Next, if you need a recess day, maybe because you're so booked, then take one. And, I promise you, you do this for 10 days in a row, and that's 100 connects. You're going to have enough things booked. You're going to have people agreeing to meet with you, looking at stuff, getting back to you, joining, that you're going to feel like I need a recess day just to catch my breath and catch up. So that's fine. Next, make 10 connects per day, but anything more than that you can do, that's gravy. And by the way, if you fall behind, you can catch up. So it says on the next one, your goal should be 10 connects a day, but a minimum of 50 per week. So that assumes a 5-day work week. 50 connects at about 20 minutes per 10. That's about an hour and 40 minutes total. So less than 2 hours a week to reach out 50 times. And again, it's not going to be 50 different people necessarily. It might be 30 people, but you've gone out to people 50 times. Okay, if you feel like you can't commit to 10 daily connects, then my question is, what can you commit to? If you've been at 0, could you commit to 2? 2 text messages today? If you've been doing 2 or 3, could you commit to 5? What can you commit to? Ever since we were in Salt Lake City, the theme seems to be focus and commit. All this is focus and commit to something very easy. You got the form. It's just easy. And then have fun with it. Have fun with your communication, and don't, remember NATO, NATO. Well, some of us think about it in terms of the North American Treaty Organization. Well, I think of it this way: not attached to the outcome. That's NATO, NATO. In other words, don't worry if someone responds or follows up, or just connect with people, because what we have is just too good, and especially now with the bonus money. So 2 main things I want to leave you with, and then I've got a couple announcements. Number 1, focus on this Legal Shield. Future Leaders of Legal Shield, which means a new person going manager in 45 days and the $800 being paid to the new person and their sponsor. Secondly, focus on these 10 daily connects, because that will lead you to the new people. And so make those the 2 areas of focus. The announcements I have is that I was on a leadership call today, and Legal Shield is going to allow every one of us, whether we were in Salt Lake City or not, to still register for Dallas for $99 and buy extra tickets in a bundle if you want to. Here's how you do it. You text 888-829-9425. That's 888-829-9425, and text the word Dallas and the number 20. So Dallas 20. And by the way, anyone who watches this, please don't think, well, gee, am I going to go to Dallas? I wonder if I'm going to go. Should I go? Go to Dallas. Make that commitment. Get your registration, and then start working out the details with your family, your spouse, your boss, whoever you need to deal with. The second announcement, upgrade your membership. And on the leadership call, this was stressed. We've got associates who don't have identity theft or don't have the home business supplement, yet these are products we offer, and of course we know the value of them. Or we've got people that haven't upgraded to the new ID Shield. So you just want to make sure you do that. You can do that on LS Engage or chat and just ask, how do we do this? It's really simple to do that. The third announcement is the one I already made, and I love this because anyone who achieves that Future Leader of Legal Shield is going to get the John Maxwell book on the 5 levels of leadership. So with that, anyone who watches this prior to the upcoming weekend, I will be in Chicago. For all associates, I'll be doing a Friday night training. Then on Saturday, I'll be doing the briefing and a different training. And what a great opportunity for anyone that's got inactives in Chicago to call them. Just let them know a couple of the highlights that are going on, how we've expanded into all of Canada, into the UK, how we've got all these new bonuses and different things happening, of which I have not covered them all. And just say, hey, here's your chance. Go out. Saturday would be the time to see all the details. I know Shawn Michaels coming into Indianapolis from California on Saturday, and whatever market you're in, you absolutely want to get to the next Super Saturday and make sure you're just knowing what's going on here. Read the newsletter, watch the leadership show, be plugged in, because times are so good right now with Legal Shield. So that, Lynn Schuessler-Williams, if you've got anything you want to add, because I think you've been listening in, and I appreciate you for kicking this off twice now as we did our second recording. Was there anything that you thought of that should be added?
John, you're the one who deserves the credit for going through all this twice. And You know, it's just phenomenal information. We have so much going on. I encourage everybody to also tune in to all the new things that are happening with Ladies of Justice, and just plug in to all the opportunities. A Tuesday coffee Zoom in the morning at 11 a.m. Eastern, and then a Wednesday evening opportunity presentation that you can plug your prospects into, and Wednesday evening training. Those are both on Zoom starting at 8 p.m. Eastern. And then, of course, we have the new LOJ recruiting that's going to feed right into everything you just talked about. They go together perfectly, and so just so excited about all of it. Thank you again, John, for coming back and doing this.
Yeah, you're welcome. And with your 10 daily connects, everyone, think about this. In fact, Lynn, I just got this idea, is have sheets that are women only. Or maybe women that you just know you want to get out to a local LOJ. And kudos to you, Lynn, because you're one of the newest members of the committee for LOJ. So I know you're really on top of this. And one more thing, folks, Monday through Friday, we have our team morning stretch call, 8 a.m. Eastern. All the details for that are on our calendar at successpartnerscalendar.com. Now, having said that, some people say, oh my gosh, you guys, there's so much. There's all these events and LOJs and trainings and calls. Let me just put this in perspective. If you went to Las Vegas and went to one of those incredible buffets where there's obviously more than you can eat, more than you want to eat, you might like the Mexican stuff, but not the Italian stuff, whatever it is. Are you going to complain that they got too many options? I'm not going back to that buffet because they got too many options. That's what we are. We're a buffet. We got lots of options. That's because we got a lot of people here. And so a lot of people are hungry. So with that, Lynn, thanks so much. Take care, everyone. Enjoy the training. Bye-bye.